Hi TikTok and YouTube, thanks for joining me for part 2 of our Crockpot rotisserie chicken carcass bone broth. Mine has been in the Crockpot for 24 hours now, and I've let it cool a bit, probably not enough, but here goes. Now I'm going to strain it. I have a large bowl, a colander on top, and I actually have next to it some bags because I'm not going to save anything that's in here. I want you to see, look at that color. Oh, that glistening. Oh, goodness. Here goes. I'm picking it up. It's hot as all heck. And yep, look at that. Look at all that goodness. My bowl is getting full. I'm just going to pull this up. I have with me a slotted spoon. If you have any bits in the broth, you can use your slotted spoon to pull them out. I'm now going to take my jar, my funnel. If you don't have the bulk canning jars, reuse an olive jar. Same thing. I highly recommend you store in glass first. If not, plastic will do too. Glass would be your best option. And oops, in goes. I could use this as a stock. I could use it as bone broth. Look at there. There's one. I'm going to repurpose this jar here. This is a 16-ounce jar. The fun thing about this is if you're carrying it to work for lunch, you already have 16 ounces. That's a big lunch. You have that ready to drink, and then you can either rinse, reuse the jar, or recycle it. Did you see we already have one 32-ounce jar? Here comes a 16-ounce jar, and we still have more broth. Personally, I wouldn't go past the neckband. Okay, so the bottom of the bowl is in the jar. If you can see, this one has a lot of bits in it, and it's just what happens when you get the very last of your broth. Now, let's dump everything out and squeeze it. Yeah, just like that. Oh, look at that big piece of garlic. How come we can't throw a big piece of garlic away? No, it's gonna go in the jar. Look. I don't waste a piece of garlic. It's nature's medicine. Okay, you see how this is? We're gonna press it. I want every last piece, drip, goodness out of there. Honestly, all of this has been soaking for 24 hours. The nutritional value is in the broth. Ta-da! Okay, we're all done. We have a total of 80 ounces. We have one 32-ounce. This can be your bone broth for sipping, for healing. If you can't drink it all in one sitting, take your sips, lid on, back into the refrigerator to heat it coming back up. I'd put it in a pan. Heat it up, sip it, or just dispense out what you need. If you're making a beautiful chili, a stew, a soup, go ahead and use this as a base. I've got 2 little pint jars ready to go. Please, I encourage you, reuse your glass jars, and you just gotta rinse it real good so that it doesn't have the taste of what was in there, pickles, beforehand. This rotisserie chicken bone broth, I reused a rotisserie chicken that we ate as a meal earlier in the week. You can use any bone you've got. So, when doing some research for this, I did see a video. Somebody reused their baby back rib bones. That'll work. Beef bones, chicken bones, you name it. Just water, salt, whatever root vegetables you like. If you want to put some spice like peppercorn, bay leaf in there. If you want to put a herb sachet in there, do it just low and slow for as long as possible. 24 hours is great. This was so simple and easy. It's got nutrition density to it. Having this set aside for a time where you feel under the weather, like you feel like, oh, I might have the sniffles coming on, have some bone broth, you'll feel better. If you're trying to increase your collagen intake, right here, bone broth. Buy it at the store if you want to. Make it at home. It's just as easy. I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, follow along. Stay tuned for the next one.